yourself a food entrepreneur. Wait a minute. You are food entrepreneurs. You're small, but you're growing fast. You've got a great management team with a good growth plan and a growing market. But the venture guys and the angels, they won't touch it because you're not growing fast enough. The banks won't lend to you because you don't have enough collateral or sufficient operating history. Sound familiar? You need some type of equity to fuel your growth, but in lesser amounts and at lower returns than venture capital. So where do you go? Inspired by slow money, the VSJF Flexible Capital Fund L3C will be the first of its kind in Vermont to balance equity features with the reality of small business in a rural state. The VSJF is a nonprofit that's been targeting grants and assistance to Vermont's farm, food, energy, and forest products businesses for over a decade. Now we're launching the next generation of tools for market building, a $4 million near equity fund that will use flexible risk capital, like subordinated debt and royalty financing, to strategically invest in Vermont growth companies that are building our healthy food systems and preserving working landscapes. Now, royalty financing is a high-touch activity. So with our money, we're going to bring technical assistance and instant access to our networks through the VSJF CEO Mentoring Program. We're finalizing the fund company organization right now. We're soliciting investors to capitalize the fund at an initial $1 million and expect to grow it up to $4 million. We've raised $250,000 to date in grants for startup costs, and the VSJF plans to invest $500,000 ourselves in the fund company. We expect to raise the remaining $3.5 million in equity from accredited investors like yourselves. We're also looking for $250,000 in grants for loss reserves. And you heard it here first. I'd like to announce that Shelburne Farms has announced that they'll be our first $100,000 investor in the fund, so we're pretty excited about that. Anything, but Sandy River Charitable Foundation, Clean Yield Asset Management, and the Vermont Community Foundation are also thinking about investing as well. So, what we're really talking about is providing risk capital at a Vermont scale. With 621,000 people in Vermont, by Vermont scale I mean we finally have more people than cows. So, as a small local intermediary, we hope to help individual investors diversify risk across a portfolio of companies, provide institutional investors a mechanism to slow down their investments and work locally in their communities. So can we do this on a small scale and provide a return? We think so, through efficient structure, low overhead, and partnering with key expertise in our networks like the Vermont Community Loan Fund. We'll be small, local, strategic, and involved. So how does this fit with slow money? Well, a 2008 study that they did suggested that $10 million could be put to work in Vermont ag businesses over a 5 to 7 year period. And we'll be focused on investment opportunities that enhance supply chains and nurture long-term relationships. So I'm going to sum it up by saying that with our entrepreneurial heritage, good old Yankee ingenuity, and incredible working landscape, we think Vermont's a great place to pioneer slow money fast. We're really excited to get this fund up and going and to be part of the slow money family. So thanks a lot.